this one. Here we go. This goes here. 15. Canto 2, chapter 4. Canto 2, chapter 4, verse, start with verse 11. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So let's see what's here. This is the mystery. Okay. And just, you got it? Those who have phones? Yes. If you have a phone, you can go to database, Canto 2, Chapter 4, verse 11. And if you don't have, those, otherwise you have the papers. They start from verse 12. So I will start from verse 11, but we will sing together verse 12. So, verse 11, Śukadeva has to speak Bhāgavatam. So, in order to speak Bhāgavatam, he needs the mercy of the Lord. He needs the help of Krishna so he can speak Bhāgavatam. So he's offering a lot of beautiful prayers so he can get the mercy of the Lord to speak. So isn't that nice? So Srila Prabhupada asked in the purport of verse 2:411, he is telling us how to be an instrument of Krishna. So, first of all, when we speak, we don't think we can do anything independently of Krishna. We must depend on Krishna. Why? Because our senses, our mouth, our tongue, is not belong to us. Did you know that? Doesn't belong to you. Who does your tongue and ears and eyes belong to? Krishna, yes. It's his. They're his eyes, his ears. So if they're his, we should use them for him. And then we'll be happy. And if we try to go away from him and use it, then we won't be happy. So we're trying to be happy here. We're trying to be nice instruments of Krishna. And also, whatever we do, whatever we speak, is under his direction. He is in control of our senses in our mind. So what does it mean to be an instrument? Actually, to be an instrument, did you know an instrument can think and an instrument can feel? Mostly in this world, we have an instrument. They don't think or feel, we just use them. But spiritual instruments are different. And we are meant to be spiritual instruments. So, can you tell me, anybody tell me, how does an instrument think? How would a spiritual instrument think? Anybody can tell me? Does a spiritual instrument think? How I can? Serve Krishna. Very good, very good. How can I serve Krishna? Good, good. Okay. How does an instrument feel? Anybody? Does the instrument have feelings? In this world, an instrument doesn't have feelings. Huh? Yes, it can. A spiritual instrument can. A material can't. You're right. If you have a hammer, hammer is not thinking or feeling. But we are not hammers. we are spiritual beings. So if Krishna uses us, then we do have feelings. Oh, Krishna, I hope you are pleased. I love you. I love you, Krishna. I want to serve you. When will I see you, Krishna? So these are feelings of spiritual instruments. And Śukadeva is in his prayers, he's going to ask, he's going to express spiritual feelings. So you can understand. Yes, we are. Yeah, we are instruments of Krishna. We are instruments. We cannot, and of Guru, we cannot go back to Godhead on our own. And we need a recommendation by our Guru, also Prabhupada. Very good, yes. We are part and parcel. So we think and we feel because we're spiritual beings. And what we think, how can I serve Krishna, as Mataji said? So if we are, we're not free to act independently of Krishna. We act according to Krishna's desire. So one should always seek permission of Krishna to act or eat or speak. So we should ask permission before we do anything. Pray for mercy. Pray for mercy. And Prabhupada, when he first came to America, he was praying like anything to Krishna. I don't think, he said, I don't think these people are going to understand anything. When I tell them the 4 regulative principles, they will tell me, go away. They will say to me. But because he gave us the chanting of Hare Krishna, everything changed. And when he said the 4 regulative principles, he said, yeah, why not? Yes, it's very good. Good idea. And we did it because we could chant. We were chanting and we could follow. So how can we increase our awareness every day? How can we think of Krishna during our day? So my godbrother, Karnamrita, he has left his body, and he said that before we do anything, we should pause and offer it to Krishna. Get up in the morning. Okay, Krishna, I offer this day to you. Brush your teeth. Okay, Krishna, these are your teeth. I'm brushing them for you, because our body is an instrument also for Krishna's seva, for Krishna's service. So yes. Okay, you go to work. Okay, I'm offering this work to maintain my family who are your devotees. I'm trying to serve the devotees by doing my work and also give a little donation. I can also give donations, so that way your work is purified. So now we will go to the verse. If you don't have a paper, you go on your phone to Vedabase, to Canto 2, Chapter 4, verse 12. And you do have this verse. So I will sing one line. You can repeat after me. Namai parasmai purushaya bhuyase. Nama parasmai purushaya bhuyase. Sadud bhavastana nirodhali laya. Sadud bhavastana nirodhali laya. Grihita shakti chitaya dehinam. Grihita shakti chitaya dehinam. Antar bhavayana palakshava mane. Tar bhavaya palakshava mane. Śukadeva Gosvāmī said, let me offer my respectful obeisance unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who, for creation of the material world, accepts 3 modes of nature. He is complete whole, residing in the body of everyone, and his ways are inconceivable. So yes, this is the attitude of the devotee. In order to serve Krishna, you have to know about him. He's great. He's greater than you. And so he's great, and sometimes we have to do things for Krishna that are not easy to do. We need help. So therefore, we need to ask for mercy, and Śukadeva is asking for mercy from the Lord. And so yes, now I will do verse 13. You do not have it, but I will just say it for you. I again offer my respectful obeisances to the form of complete existence and transcendence, who is liberator of the pious devotees from all distresses, destroyer of advances in atheistic temperament of non-devotee demons. For the transcendentalists situate in the topmost spiritual perfection, he grants their specific destinations. And so here the verse says, Lord is protecting the devotees, destroying the demons, and giving the Paramahansas the way back to Godhead. So we want to follow the path of the Paramahansas, although we are not. But if we hear Bhagavatam, then we can go right away. If we hear attentively, we can go very fast back to Godhead. So now in the purport, Prabhupada is saying, most confidential knowledge, Krishna reciprocates with his devotees. So we are all devotees here. So I would like to ask you, and you can raise your hand if you have an answer, how does Krishna reciprocate with you? How do you feel Krishna's presence in your life? How does he reciprocate with you? How do you feel that? When you do some service, yes? He reciprocates in every... Okay, you want to... Here, take the speaker, the microphone. Okay, here we go. Well, now we can all hear.
Mataji, I feel like he reciprocates in every aspect of my life, like every aspect, including, my job even, that he gives me intelligence so I can speak the right word at the right time.
Oh, yeah. So if any of you have a job, listen to him. Krishna will give you the intelligence to speak the right words at the right time. He controls our speaking, actually. But we have to connect with him, and he will help us in every sphere, just like he has that experience. Every sphere of his life, he feels that. So anybody else have something, some way, Krishna is reciprocating with you in your life. Yes, back there? When we pray for something, the Lord grants it. Okay, very good.
Yeah, and when we are in need of help, devotees come to help us out.
Oh, he sends his devotees when you need help. Very good. Okay, and over here. Okay, actually there, and then we'll come back in front.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I think one of the best ways he reciprocates is by allowing us to get rid of all our anarthas, like passion, ignorance, ego.
Yeah, he helps us get rid of all our anarthas. Okay, up here in front, this little girl here. Even children feel
Hare
it.
Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Like in gymnastics, like when I
Put the microphone close to you.
like what Mataji said, like Lord, grants everything. One time in gymnastics on Thursday, I couldn't do something, but I prayed, and then it actually came. So
Just
it
see.
does works.
If you can't do something, you just pray. Krishna will give you, Krishna says in Gita, I am the ability in man. Also women too. That includes women. Because we are all human beings. We are all in that category. Oh, thank you very much. If you pray, he gives you that ability to do things. Very, very good. You remembered him, that's why. Okay, very good. So we will go on. If you don't have the paper, Canto 2, Chapter 4. Now we are on verse 13. And we are discussing how does Krishna reciprocate with us. So, yes, we want to be an instrument of Krishna, and then we can get Krishna's mercy. Just like in Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna, just be my instrument. We already won the battle, but you have to be an instrument and fight. You don't sit on the chariot and watch me do the work. No, you have to do the work, but I already did it, so don't worry. Don't worry, we just need to get the credit. He wants us to get the credit. And in 11th chapter, 33rd verse of Gita, Prabhupada says there's a plan. Krishna has a plan for all of us. And our duty is to figure out what is Krishna's plan for me. Might take you a while. I think I found out when I was 24 years old, something like that. What is Krishna's plan for me? No, not 24. I was 44. And I joined when I was 22. So it took quite a while. And so we must find out what is our plan. Arjuna, when Krishna left the planet, he he had a problem because he lost all his power. Then he realized, oh, the power was coming from Krishna, actually. Because I'm the same, Arjuna, the same horses, but I've been defeated. But then he remembered Krishna's instruction in Gita, that, yes, victory or defeat, just be equipoise, because I am actually the one who is doing it. Now, next question is, when Krishna reciprocates with you, how do you reciprocate with Krishna? Then what do you do? When you feel that Krishna is reciprocating with you, how do you react? How do you respond? Because it's we love each other, Krishna and us, yes? Okay. Here we go, microphone. Yes?
Thank you, Mataji. We reciprocate by praying back to him, by serving him, by loving him, and doing the
praying,
same for
serving,
his
loving. Yes.
and by doing the same to his devotees, like serving and loving his devotees.
Okay, now we have two ladies in front of you who want to say something. Okay.
My voice is very loud. By being grateful.
Grateful. Thank you, Krishna.
Yes, yes, thanking him for, like he does so much for us,
Yeah.
and we just probably do maybe 0.0001%. So just being grateful and thankful
yeah.
to him for everything that he
Yeah,
does
everything.
for us.
Because today we went swimming and then there was no parking, and then a car in front of us pulled out and we got a place. Thank you, Krishna. Okay, next lady here.
Hare Krishna Mataji, by serving his devotees.
Oh, Krishna likes that. Okay, another from our little girl here. She's quite active.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Here.
By doing chanting and doing arti and offer the food. But if you don't have like a deity in front of you, you say Hare Krishna 3 times.
Okay,
And
if
then
you
you
don't
eat
have
it.
the deity, yes, that's a very good idea. So if you want to offer your food, you're talking about?
Yeah.
If you want to offer your food and there's no deity, say Hare Krishna 3 times. Very nice. Actually, when I was a young devotee, we had some ladies who were traveling and doing book distribution, living in their car, living in the van. So what they would do, they would go to a supermarket and they would offer the whole supermarket to Krishna, except for meat, fish, and eggs. And they would eat anything they wanted from the supermarket. So yeah, I mean, it's good to be creative. If you have a hard time. Okay, give your paper back if you're leaving, yeah. Anybody want a paper? Okay, over here, this lady needs one. Okay, if you have a phone, then you got it. Yeah, very good. Okay, so now we're going to go to 2.4.14. Bhagavatam 2.4.14. So the paper, I don't think it's on the paper. Next one will be. So I'll just read it for you. Let me offer my respectful obeisance unto him who is associate of members of Yadu dynasty, who is always a problem for the non-devotees. He is supreme enjoyer of both material and spiritual worlds, yet he enjoys his own abode in the spiritual sky. There is no one equal to him because his transcendental opulence is immeasurable. So this verse talks about 3 classes of people who have a relationship with Krishna. The one class is us, the devotees. We're attracted to his beautiful form, which we cannot see right now, so we're in separation from the deities right now. And soon, if you stay around till 9, then you will see him. So then, also, the impersonalists, they want to go to the Brahma Jyoti and merge. It's not much fun. I mean, just imagine if you're just in the sky doing nothing. What are you going to do up there? It's not very fun. No relationships. And you're not happy because you don't have your connection with Krishna. And then the karmis, they want to enjoy his covered Brahma Jyoti, this world. So they're very far away from the spiritual world. So for the devotees, he is very close. For the non-devotees, he's far away. And Śukadeva says he is a problem for the non-devotees. Yes, yes. something happens, they say, why me? I'm a good person. Anyway, and so in the purport, Prabhupada says a very interesting sentence. The Lord and his residential abode will always remain a myth or a mysterious problem. But for the devotees, the Lord will always be available as an associate. So so there is a mystery about Krishna consciousness. Can anybody tell me what is that mystery which others cannot figure out, cannot know? So if you have the paper, you can just pass it to somebody here. Yeah, back, yeah, thank you. Anybody can tell me what's the mystery of our movement that outsiders can't understand? Raise your hand. Yeah, you? Why are we always so happy? Yeah, they can't figure it out. Why are we always so happy? Any other mystery? You're kind of close. Any other mystery? Yeah. Yes, and back. Oh, you're not infected? Is that what?
No, not impacted.
Infected.
No,
Affected.
Impacted, yeah.
Gotcha. Impacted. Well, we're not into it. It doesn't, it doesn't bother us or attract us or, any other, what's the mystery? Of Krishna consciousness.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Always in the serving mood.
Okay, you're getting closer. Always in the serving mood. Something they don't have that we have. There is something missing from material life. Devotion, you're getting closer.
Always blissful.
Blissful. Yeah, it's a symptom of devotion. Satisfaction. Oh, okay, who said that? Yeah, prema. That's what they don't have.
That I don't have.
Well, but at least you're trying for it. They don't even know.
I don't know if I have any love for Krishna.
That may be, but you know what the goal is. They
I
don't
know,
even know.
yeah, that's a goal, but I don't know if I have any love for Krishna.
Yeah, what they call love is lust. So they don't get it. When we love Krishna, why? Why you love Krishna? But that's the mystery. They don't know why. Why do we love? Bliss, satisfaction, and eventually liberation, go back home, back to Godhead. And so that's the mystery. Now, Srila Prabhupada...
The mystery? What is the mystery?
Prema, love of Godhead. Love of Godhead. Pure love.
So we are waiting for the mystery.
Yes, yes. It's a mystery to us also, but not like, at least we know that's what we want. So, now there is a purport in somewhere. Anyway, there's a purport in, 2nd Canto, 9th chapter, verse 36. Huge purport, 10 pages, so don't bother to look for it. But where Prabhupada says in that purport that the pastimes of the Lord are being televised in the heart of the devotee. Did you know that? You have a TV in your heart. What channel are you tuned to now? Is it social media? Is it Facebook, Instagram? Or is it one of those channels that's going on in your heart? But actually, you should know, you have a spiritual TV in your heart. And there are many channels. Goloka, Krishnaloka, Mathura, Vrindavan, Dwaraka, Ayodhya, Puri, Jagannath Puri. So those channels are there. But the problem is your TV is broken. We got a broken spiritual TV in our heart. So, how to fix it? Prabhupada says you need 3 things. 3 repairmen are there. Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Guru, devotees, and the books. They will help you repair your TV in the heart. So Prabhupada, that is the beauty and mystery of the process of bhakti yoga. So isn't that interesting? And not only that, when you get that TV, you have a very special vision that you can see in every atom Krishna. In every atom, everywhere, the air, the floor, ceiling, in your body. He's in every atom too, and in the heart, different form. So not only you see him in every atom, you see him in the spiritual world doing his pastimes. So that's the TV, and the TV gets fixed. So now we will go to verses 15 and 16 are very, very special, and we will sing it, verse 15, because they are connected to two of the most important verses of Bhagavad Gita. So we will see, and you'll have to listen carefully when I read the English. So okay, I'll tell you later which verses. So we will do verse 2, 4, 15. If you have your phone or the paper, you can follow along. Yat kirtanam yat smaranam yat ikshanam yat smaranam yat ikshanam yavandanam yashavanam yadarhanam yavandanam yashavanam yadarhanam lokasya sadya vitanautikkamasham kasya sadya vitanautikkamasham tasmai supatra shavase namaha supatra shavase namaha. Let me offer my respectful obeisance unto the all-auspicious Lord, Shri Krishna, about whom glorification, remembrance, audience, prayers, hearing, and worship can at once cleanse the effects of all sins of the performer. Now, in this English and Sanskrit, there is one process which is added by Śukadeva Gosvāmī. I'm going to read it again. See if you can figure out which of the processes is extra added. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the all-auspicious Lord, Shri Krishna, about whom glorification, remembrance, audience, prayers, hearing, and worship can at once cleanse the effects of all sins of the performer. Anybody catch the extra one? Śukadeva has added, and if a pure devotee says something, it must be true. You know, we have Shravanam, Kirtanam, hearing, chanting, remembering. Anybody find a little different one here in this verse? In the Sanskrit and in the verse also. Nobody can find. I'll tell you. It's audience. Audience is a new one. You know why? Krishna says, Manmana bhavama bhakta mad jaji mam namaskaru. Mam ivashasi satyam te pati jane priyosime. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, offer obeisances. And I promise you, you will come to me. So, audience. What does audience mean? Ikshanam. So we don't have ikshanam. But in Gita, Gita is like a seed. And in Bhagavatam, this seed is planted and it starts growing and it becomes a beautiful plant and gives flowers. So there's extra in this verse and the next that Śukadeva adds for our understanding. Audience, Prabhupada lectures on it. He says that, you sit in front of the deities and you see, oh, how beautiful is Krishna, how beautiful is Radha, Gaura-Nitai, Jagannath, how beautiful they are. You appreciate. And that's another way to make progress in spiritual life. So another meaning of ikshanam is book. When somebody sees a book, you're on book distribution, they see the picture, they read the book, that's also audience. It's also seeing Krishna. So two ways, the deity and the book. So I'll give you a story that one person got a book, Gita, from devotee, took it home, and his roommate picked it up. His roommate was a drunkard. He picked it up, he read one line, for the soul there is neither birth nor death. Rubbish, threw the book. But one day, he drank a little too much, and Yamadutas, messengers of death came, and they took him to Yamaraj, Lord of Death. So, Yamaraj said, you are very sinful, you must suffer. What are you going to do now? And then he remembered, for the soul there is neither birth nor death. Yamaraj said, okay, go back. Go back. Read the Gita, cover to cover. Okay, he joined the temple, became a brahmachari. Eastern Europe, true story, this is. And, but after 6 months, he said, too much austerity. I cannot do this brahmachari life. I need a drink. Went to the bar, he started drinking. Nighttime came, and the owner said to him, you have to go. What are you going to do now? He got such a fright, oh my God, that's what Yamaraj said. And he went back to the temple and didn't leave again. Oh yeah, it's very powerful, the words of Krishna. They can save your life. I'll tell you one more story, which happened in 2022 in Tirupati, India. There was one man died. He was being carried on the stretcher to the crematorium. All of a sudden, he jumped up off the thing and started running. And the people said, oh, boot, the ghost. He said, no, it's me, I'm back. And so then they said, what happened? He said, Yamadutas took me to Yamaraj. And Yamaraj said, you got the wrong man. So they took me back, and before they let go of me, they said, look, if you don't want to see us again, go to ISKCON and get Bhagavad Gita as it is. So, yeah. And he was running to ISKCON, which is close to it's near Tirupati. He got the Gita and he started crying, oh, I won't see the Yamadutas again. So if you really want to make sure, you should all have a Gita in your house. And yes, headlines in ISKCON came. This is during the marathon in December. Yamadutas helped distribute books in the marathon. So, true story, 2022. This happened. Ikshanam is a process also. Yes. So yes, we can help people by selling books, bringing them to the temple. They can see the deities and appreciate. And so now verse 2:4:16 is actually connected to Bhagavad Gita 18:66. Sarvadharman pretaja mamekam sharanam vraja. Give up all varieties of religion and surrender to me. So now we are going to sing this together, and then again you have to listen carefully to the English translation to see if you can catch the upgrade from Gita 1866. There is an upgrade here in this verse. So let us, do you have it, 16? Oh, okay, good. Vichakshanaya charvanopasadanat, Vichakshanaya charvanopasadanat, Sangam Bhutasya Bayatam Taratmanam, Sangam Bhutasya Bayatam Taratmanam, Vendanti Brahma Gatim Kataklamas, Vendanti Brahma Kataklamas, Tasmai Savatra Shavase Namo Namaham, Shupada Shavase Namo. Let me offer my respectful obeisance again and again unto the all-auspicious Lord Shri Krishna, the highly intellectual, simply by surrendering unto his lotus feet, are relieved of all attachments to present and future existences, and without difficulty progress toward spiritual existence. Anybody catch the upgrade here? You did or no? No. Anybody catch it? It's not so easy to catch. So I will tell you. Oh, did I tell you? I told you the English. Give up all your religiousness, surrender to me. I will protect you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So, okay. In Gita, Krishna says, I will protect you from all sinful reactions. Past. This verse, by surrendering, you're relieved of all attachments to present and future. So isn't that nice? Śukadeva expands it. We might have trouble in the present and future also, even though we're freed from our sins, but we might get in trouble again. And so he's going to protect us, if you remember this verse, hopefully. And remember Krishna, you said present. Śukadeva said. So I want to just share with you in the purport here a beautiful English translation of Gita 64 to 66, which is different from Gita. It's a translation. Prabhupada changes the translation. My dear Arjuna, you are very dear to me. Therefore, only for your good, I will disclose the most secret part of my instructions. It is simply this. Become a pure devotee of mine and give yourself to me only. And I promise you full spiritual existence by which you can gain the eternal right of transcendental loving service to me. So in Gita, Krishna says, surrender. And here, he says, give yourself to me. That's like a lover and beloved. It's quite a different attitude and feeling. So it's quite more advanced than what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so now we will do 17. Do you have this verse on your... Okay, 2, 4, 17 on your phone. Tapasvino, dana paraya shashvino, asvino, shashvino, manasvino, mantra vida sumangalaha, svino mantra vida sumangalaha, shemam navindanti vinayadarpanam, navindanti yadarpanam, tasmai subhadra Shavase Namo Namaha. Say Namo. Let me offer my respectful obeisance unto the all-auspicious Lord Shri Krishna again and again, because the great learned sages, great performers of charity, great workers of distinction, great philosophers and mystics, great chanters of Vedic hymns, and the great followers of Vedic principles cannot achieve any fruitful result without dedication of such great qualities to the service of the Lord. So let's see. So these are the people who, by their austerities, they can get perfection, the great ascetics, but without Krishna consciousness, they can't get it, without being a devotee. You need that bhakti. You need Krishna's help. You need Krishna to help you. So now we don't see these ascetics anymore. If they exist, they're up in the Himalayas, or maybe Hardwar, Rishikesh, or maybe even higher. We don't see them. But everyone in this world is doing austerity, because they work the whole week. And then that's their austerity, so they can enjoy it on the weekend. And so here we go. And, okay, tapasvino, danapada, charitable people. Yeah, I was seeing on Facebook, there's this one man who goes to all the homeless people and gives them clothes and food. And, but what food does he give them? Hamburgers. He gives them meat. It's not so helpful. And only, one time he does it. So, the rest of their life, they're still hungry. So we give them prasadam, and that will help them progress to spiritual life. Yes. I had one, in Bhakti Shastri class, I was asking the students, what is your favorite process of devotional service? Hearing, chanting, remembering. And there was one old man, we call him Dadu in Vrindavan. He used to deliver our mail. And he raised his hand, Prasada Sevanam. So yeah, yes. And he used to, no one could compare how he ate at the age of 80, such a huge plate. Anyway, so that, he was amazing. Yeah, everyone in Vrindavan who lives there is amazing, but a little bit eccentric sometimes. So Manasvina is the mental speculators, philosophers, high thinkers. Yeah, they're also there, but without Krishna consciousness, it's useless. And Mantravida, chanters of Vedic hymns. And again, they may chant very nicely, but without Krishna, it's useless. Without worshipping Krishna, without offering. So there is one story I'll tell you about my god sister Manukanya, who used to go to New York to buy jewelry for Krishna Balaram in Vrindavan. And so one time she went to the lady in New York who was buying jewelry. She went to buy, and she showed the lady a picture of Krishna Balaram wearing her jewelry. So then the lady said, "Oh, they're such cute boys." And then the devotee said, "Yeah, they lived 5,000 years ago." And so the lady said, "How come they're still so famous? It was 5,000 years ago." So then she said, "You know why they're famous? Because this lady's from New York now, and New York's a very heavy place." So the devotee said, "You know why they're so famous? Because they killed all the mafia in their village." So that she understood, oh, wow. And she gave them some free, yes, here's for them. Anyway, so we have this experiences, how to preach. Now, sometimes we understand the philosophy, but there is a gap between our faith we feel for Krishna and our experience. So it will help if you say thank you to Krishna, it will help your faith. But there's 3 more things you can do, which His Holiness Sachinandan Swami gives us. First of all, you can improve your practice. Chant with attention, with devotion, cry for Krishna. Second, you can pray for bhakti with taste. You don't want to just be a machine, push the button, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, and then turn off the button, 16 rounds, okay, done. No, you want to pray for taste. You want to chant more than 16. And number 3, you take a risk for Krishna. Do something out of your comfort zone, maybe distribute a book or 2. Do something, take a risk. Do something different for Krishna. So, okay, I'm going to stop here if there's any questions or comments. And tomorrow we will finish the rest of the prayers at 7:30 again. Any questions or comments? Yes. Microphone.
Sorry, the last sentence that you said, that there's a gap between the faith and what was your word? Sorry, the faith that we have in Krishna and the gratefulness, the experience. Yes, so yes, I've personally had so many experiences where I see that Krishna has interfered in my life and has made it easy for
wonderful.
me for that particular situation. But yes, I do feel that there is a gap between how much faith I still need to have. And you said that I need to improve the chanting.
Improve the chanting, pray for bhakti with taste, and take a risk for Krishna.
Okay, and would that develop the faith?
That will help you develop your faith. Okay. If you take a risk and you see how Krishna helps you. Like myself, I travel, I'm an old lady, I travel around the world, but I travel alone. So one time I arrived in London at Gatwick Airport. Temple was 2.5 hours away. Nobody was there to meet me. So, and that was it. I didn't have a phone in those days. It was before I got a cell phone, many years ago. So I had the phone number of the person who was supposed to pick me up. So I went to someone who had a phone, and I asked them, can you tell me what train I should take to go to Watford? He told me, and then I said, well, what time will it arrive in Watford? Sorry. And he said, okay, 10:30 at night. So then I said, can you phone this number and tell the lady that I will come at 10:30? He did. So then on the train, people helped me. I had to change trains. I had a big suitcase, a small suitcase, and my heavy, heavy purse. And yeah, I was maybe 10 years younger than I am now. In the 60s, I was. Still, it wasn't easy. So I got off the train, 10:30 at night. I think I was the only one who got off in my car. And I went out there. There was nobody out there and on the platform. So then I just stood there, and then very soon 2 young boys came. One was black and one was white. And they came up to me and they said, can we help you with your luggage? careful. Can we help you with your luggage? Who's going to do that, you know? Anyway, I said, oh, yeah, you sure can, because the lady on the other side had a back problem. She couldn't come and help. So they took my luggage. There was these huge stairs. No way I was going to go up those stairs with my big bag, my small bag, and my heavy purse. So these two young boys, they helped me up the stairs, down the stairs. They said, you're not from here, are you? I said, no, I'm not. So then we went into the car with the devotee, took me to her house. And at her house, I saw Krishna Balaram deities. I said, okay. And I got the message, we got you covered, don't worry. So, yeah, you take a risk and your faith increases. So I got a big increase of faith that night. Because, yeah, no way I was going to go up and down those stairs to the other side. And he sent somebody to remind me that, yeah, don't worry. We got you. And my other God sisters, they have the same. Yeah, they pray also, they pray. I didn't even pray, I was just like, I'm old, you know, it's night, I'm finished. And, you know, I couldn't even think properly, and then they just showed up. So that can happen when you do something out of your comfort zone. Anybody have another question or comment? Okay, so
as Grihastha, can you describe a couple of examples that we can take as a risk for, like we can...
As Grihasthas, we can take a risk for Krishna. What risk can you take? Well, I guess you're all taking a risk if you send your kids to public school, but because the schools nowadays aren't very safe. I mean, here in Australia it's okay, but now you never know, actually. But I don't know if that's a risk for Krishna or not. For Grihasthas, I know what you can do. Because what I see now in Kali Yuga is that you don't make much money. So you can give a little donation every month to the temple. $5, something. Yeah, you may not make anything, but it purifies your income. If you give a small any donation, you give to the temple, and that's a risk for Grihasthas. I mean, Prabhupada says 50%, but not of your income, of your profit. But then you have your profit, but according to our Grihastha vision team in ISKCON, they divide your money. They say, okay, you pay all your bills. That's the first thing. And then after that, you save for education. You save for trips to the Holy Dham. And after that, you can give some percentage as donation. And they recommend 5 to 15%, but that's what's left over, not of your whole income. First you pay your bills, do everything, and then, I know actually a lady in India from, I think, Bangalore, and she gives 50%, but she has a big income. I mean, that was many years ago, maybe 20, and she was getting like 1 lakh or 1.5 lakh a month. She was giving half of it. So, yeah, you have to, I mean, there are prescriptions for Grihasthas. And for the Grihasthas, there are 4 legs of religion. And the 4 ashrams are meant to uphold the 4 legs of religion. Brahmacharis are supposed to uphold cleanliness and education. And Grihasthas is supposed to uphold the leg of mercy and charity. So somebody asked Prabhupada, how should we do Grihastha life? What should we do as Grihasthas? And he said, when it's time for lunch, you go out the door and ask, is anyone hungry? 3 times. And then if anyone comes, you feed them first. So the devotee asked again. 2nd time, same answer. 3rd time, same answer. So when that happened in Los Angeles, some Grihasthas were doing that when Prabhupada was here, and the brahmacharis would hide in the bushes. And then when they say, anybody hungry, they'd all come out for lunch. Anyway, but you don't have to worry about that. Those brahmacharis are here, so they won't know.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, okay, any other questions? But Lord Chaitanya answers that question. Nama Seva, Vaishnava Seva, and Nam Kirtan. 3 things. Yeah. Vaishnav Seva and Namakirtan and what else? The third thing, can't remember. Namaruchi, Vaishnav Seva, and also to help the other living entities too. 3 things. Yeah. Yeah.
You mentioned that if we send our kids to public schools, where to be raised. Can you elaborate more?
Sending to public schools. Well, the problem is they might get bad association, especially when they're older. And we see because of that, then the teenagers might leave Krishna consciousness. That's the problem. But if you bring them up from small childhood and you keep them engaged in Krishna consciousness, up to the age they finish school, then there should be not a problem. I do know one family, and their daughter was so Krishna conscious, and she was teaching online, Gita and so many things. Very, very Krishna conscious girl. When she went to college, one boy was after her, and she got attached to him. But we saved her. Actually, Jagannath saved her. But that can happen. That can happen. And she was a very strong Krishna conscious girl, but it's very difficult when you're in that association. And and especially because women are naive, they believe what the men tells them, and then they get in trouble. So they need to be educated also when they're teenagers about what to be careful about, drugs, illicit sex, all these things they have to know, and why it's bad, and why you shouldn't do these things. When they get teenagers, they need more education about the dangers of the material world. Yeah, so that's the risk. For small children, it may not be so much, but for when they get older, yeah. Okay, I think we'll stop here, and we'll see you tomorrow, same time, 7:30. We'll finish the prayers. All glories to Śrīla Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Yes, you can. You can return your papers unless you wrote on them. And we'll give them out again tomorrow. This is mine, yeah. Yeah. You see my glasses? There.
Her Grace Narayani Mataji ki jai.
Śrīla Prabhupada ki.
Any of you for the first time here? First time? No. 9 o'clock Arati will start.
Thank you for all your answers. You're so good. Yeah, you're a really good child. Thank you. Oh, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Haribol. Hare Krishna. I got you. Haribol.
Go next to Mataji. Next to Mataji. Both hands. Madhumanjari, you send the picture to Madhumanjari, good picture, then I can have it. Yes.
Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaha